Good morning. It's the start of a new year. The first development boxing program we're doing this year at BRD Boxing Academy, Boxing Promotions. We really want to thank iTech, Ace Auto, Rice Boxing, and of course all the guys that have been sponsoring and assisting us. So just please. So it's important for us to thank these people. Without these people, these development programs won't happen. It won't give these boxers the opportunity to develop their program in becoming one day dreaming of becoming a world champion. So it's important that these development programs continue, and maybe some of these fighters on Sunday, next week Sunday, will be world champions. That's what we envisage and that's what we work towards. So I want to thank everybody, Damascus. Thank you, everybody, for supporting us. Let's just give them a hand. Right, the main fight that we got on the night is a very, very interesting fight. I'm going to start with the main fight because Jonathan has got to shoot back to work. So we're just going to kick off with the main fight and then we'll go through the other fights. It's a light heavyweight fight. It's Jonathan Sam. He's a former 3-time South African amateur champion. And he's fighting Jason Medi. He's unbeaten as an amateur at 12, one draw, and 2 professional fights unbeaten. He's also a very good prospect, top prospect. So they're heading the bill. Can I introduce Jason Medi and Jonathan Sam? This is Jason Medi. And they used to be teammates as amateurs. So I don't know, how does it feel now that you meet each other across the paths as now in the pro ranks, Jason?
I knew it. So for some reason I knew this day was going to come. You know, we parted ways when we turned pro last year. We boxed not long because I came from South Hills and then I joined his amateur club. He was the top dog. And when I found him there, I had a few fights under them. I never lost. And then, yeah, we met again in the pros. We'll see what happens next week Sunday.
Okay, sounds good. Jonathan, your side, you know Jason?
Yeah, just excited. I'm excited to see what he's learned, how good he became. And yeah, I'm just excited.
So any questions from the media? You guys from the media side of you?
Yeah, I think I'll start with this one, Racha. Jason, obviously you can see you got a little bit of a height advantage in this fight. You're coming up against a familiar foe. How do you approach this fight?
Well, I know how we plan this with my team. You know, I've been watching Sam's fights. I've been attending his fights. He's a good boxer. I've been having respect for him from the amateurs. I respect his power. I respect his skills. So I know exactly how to box on a night. Everything is planned properly, and we'll see on Sunday next week.
Mm-hmm. And Jonathan, from your side as well, surprising results in the last fight. You obviously need to bounce back and come back with a strong performance, but you got a tough opponent in front of you. How are you going to deal with him?
Oh, we've been working hard, and like I said, I'm excited to see what Jason's bringing to the table. But yeah, I'm just excited.
All right.
Any other questions? And then we're going to come to the main supporting fight. One of the fighters are from Mpumalanga, Kwamba Mokobani. He'll be fighting Tristan Naidu, and as you know, Tristan Naidu has come through the BRD white collar boxing, and I think he had 1 amateur fight and he's turned professional after about 4 white collar fights. Tristan Naidu, if you don't mind. Very exciting fighter. Tristan, how's your fight's been going? Your preparation for this fight, and what do you expect?
Preparation for this fight has been good. I've had quite a bit of time to prepare, get my head focused on things. The guy being from another province, obviously don't know too much about him. Have to be prepared for everything. So I think we've just about covered all bases. So I feel ready for it.
Okay. Any questions from the media?
Yeah, Tristan, obviously you had a big hype, coming out of the sparring. A lot of people took note of your skills and didn't expect the second results. And obviously, I know you're a talented boxer. What's different going into this fight?
I think to address the second one, personally, I feel like it was God's plan. It was an experience that I think I needed. Between Coach Mani and myself, we've grown a lot from it. I've realized, given my lack of experience, maybe in the amateur ranks, I've seen now what it requires in terms of dedication, time, hours, preparation, leading to a fight. And that's why I feel that I've given my best for this one to come out with the right result.
And being up the co-main event of the evening, again, it's a lot of faith shown in you to obviously represent. Do you have any pressure on your shoulders?
Not really. I'm going there to achieve the results Many and I are working towards, and that's all I'm worried about.
Okay, that's all for me.
Then we got a featherweight fight. It's also a very exciting fight. A guy from Cape Town, Pierre Fisher against Loiso Osai. Loiso is here. Loiso trains with George from Hillbrow. And Loiso, how's your preparations been going for this fight?
The preparations are good when we are pushing so hard for this fight.
So you ready?
Yes.
Any questions from the media?
I think I'll pose one question. Obviously, Pierre Fisher is coming from Cape Town. He's got a decent name. He trains with a good team with the brass stable. How have you approached this fight? I mean, he's obviously a very dangerous opponent.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see on Sunday. I don't want to say too much now, but we'll see on Sunday. But I'm ready.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Junior middleweight fight. There's two prospects here. Morgan Hunter, as we know, he comes from a family with a boxing background history, and some Piwe Mbulele. And but they're both not here, but they've got work commitments, so they couldn't make it. But it's going to be an exciting fight, as we got family of Morgan sitting here, and as you know, that there's Juanita, and Juanita is part of ITEC, and they're one of the sponsors sponsoring Morgan's fight. So we're very grateful that they're supporting us and helping us develop these young fighters, and we predict big things for these young boys. It's a stepping stone for bigger and better things, but we need to do development, because that's where boxing starts. Boxing starts development. We've produced over about 30 South African and world champions: Isaac Latswa, Simon Romani, Oscar Chuke, Kaiser Mabuzi, Laduma Lamati, even Kevin Lerena comes from our boxing development program. When Kevin was 14 years old, I trained him at the Wembley Arena, taught him how to box. People don't know that, but he's got a bit of a boxing history back before he turned pro. He never had an amateur fight, but he's doing great things. So, this is the program that you get through, and that's where you become. That's your ultimate goal, becoming a world champion. Then the next fight, we got also a guy from Cape Town, Zingili Zondi, fighting Leo Opperman. They're both not here, and also another exciting fight. Zondi's got one fight, one win. Opperman's making his pro debut. I believe that he's Sebastian Rothman's cousin, so also a bit of boxing background there. Then we got one of the most exciting fighters that I think in South Africa, Dumania Mapaka Gislan. He is here, and he's fighting Subasiso Mteleni, who's not here at the moment, but Gisland, I call him Sheena the Machina, if he can just come here. And I just want to introduce you. I want you to take note of this kid. We really think big things for him to happen. You can, this is Pevin. Pevin is a translator for us. Malibung Jose, we don't speak French, I just speak English.
Got you.
So they speak French. He's from Brazzaville in Congo.
Okay.
He's been here since October. We've been looking after him. My sister there has been, they're staying with my sister. So as you can see, the support's there already. So he's already got a support team behind him. And so we just want to know from him, how's the preparations going and how's he looking forward to this fight?
Ok. Ndenge ni préparation pour ndenge nous préparer pour le combat. The preparation is passing well. He's very ready for it. He was waiting for it a long time. He's full ready for on 28 because it's like food in the fridge. It's getting cold. You want to be used now.
Any questions from the media out there?
I think the natural question is obviously fighting in South Africa away from home. Is he comfortable here to fight in South Africa in front of the fans?
Okay, let me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Atuni lokola première fois en Afrique d'ici depuis la mboka ndenge ni déjà makamba kobunda kozana ngoko ndenge tozana ba médaille déjà. Donc ndenge ozali champion du Congo.
Non, l'expérience déjà allée, vu que na une professionnel, na pu prouver de quoi je suis capable que non un jour ici.
He say experience is there because back home he was already champion of Congo. It was local. Right now the way he come out, people will see the big star coming from this.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Okay. Let's take a photo. And then we got a junior flyweight 4-round fight. Sabella Nkosi and Andile Cindy, both of them. Sabella's comes from Mpumalanga and Cindy's couldn't make it today. So that's also a nice fight. Don't ask me who's going to win. It's going to be difficult. But you know, we're hoping to get betting on World Sports Betting so we can get some interest into boxing. And we need the boxers to market themselves on social media. It's important that you guys market these fights. It's very difficult for me to do these events. I need your assistance. You help me, I help you. It's a two-way situation. I don't sign contracts to fighters, so we don't tie them down. So we want them to become champions, and we want them to get a following. So we need people to sell these fights, and these are excellent fights. So please, you guys, if you can help us, the boxers, please market this fight, put it out there, get people to want to come and watch you guys. Right, then the first fight on the night will be Richie Odeo from also Congo, Brazzaville. Ricky's been part with Gislen China. And from October, they've been in South Africa, and we've been looking after them, getting them. And also now eventually he gets his first pro fight here in South Africa. He's had one pro fight in Congo. They threw him in the deep end against Paul Kamanga, and he was making his pro debut. So, you know, it was a bit harsh on them. So I don't know how they matched it in the first place. But I can tell you, Ricky's come on heaps and bounds since October. You can just ask him how's the preparation going, how's he feeling for this fight.
Préparation vraiment du temps, vraiment de travail, nous sommes là coach, tout amateur, vraiment le monde professionnel, tout se préparer vraiment, toi vraiment prêt pour le combat, sparring, tout physique, mentalement, toi vraiment prêt pour les 28.
Okay. Shortly, what you try to say is ready on 28. You thank God for the coach. You all the time is trained like the way I say. They are ready, really. Let the world see them the way they are already prepared. Because physically, mentality, they are ready on this 28. Everyone could be surprised.
Okay. Any questions on the video side for Ricky?
I'll do one. Yeah, so Clement Palooza, he's been on the scene for a while. He's a very tough boxer. He's most certainly going to be a good test for Deu. What does he think of the opponents?
Neni omona kona opponent na opote azavu mama kasi ndingi kamedia ezuluba ndeni yozomona ngoponi.
Motamakasi, donc ngapo na yedika toujours en cas le 28. Après 4 rounds de tout, il va Motamakasi.
Okay. To make it shortly, Medi is say strong man. The way you say got experience, man, the truth could happen in the ring. We could see on that 28 because only iron can bend another iron.
I like that. Okay.